All right, here's the deal. I just have one issue. Plans change, right? What you up to?
I didn't think it would be quite as entailed as it is.
First time trying anything like this, so we're gonna see how this goes. Did you do that to your house? Good morning, everyone. Well, if you're new to the channel, my wife and I were building our own earth bag home off-grid here in the Arizona desert. That's our dog Yuvia. We also have another dog, Crew, and we're moving right along with our project. And in fact, I'm about ready to do the outside electrical. Finally, I've been wanting to do this for a while. I already have the supplies ready to go. I just have one issue, and that is I'm going to be running this wire along the outside of this dome. So I need to take the straight conduit I have and bend it along the outside of the dome. And I was going to use this little heat gun, but I think I have a better idea. I'm going to run a little experiment and I'm going to see if that works. Test piece number 1. First time trying anything like this, so we're going to see how this goes. Got to make sure not to burn it. So for this project, all these pipes I'm using are used. I couldn't use it for the main electrical for the house, but as you can see, I did try using it, and these bell ends are no good anymore, so I'm cutting them off. I guess our house is flammable. A little bit. Did you do that to your house? Good, beautiful morning, everyone. Nice cloudy day. I'm going to enjoy the clouds because we have been getting just a lot of sun and it's been really warm, which none of that I'm complaining about, but that sun in the desert here, when that's just total exposure, really beats down on you. It doesn't matter what the temperature is. But so I'll just take this little break with the clouds. It's beautiful, working temperature, I love it all around. Even Yuvia is enjoying it. You enjoying the clouds, girl? You enjoying it? All right, so I finally got all these pipes bent. They're looking nice. Not a big bend, just a slight bend, and I'm hoping it makes it a little easier to go around this dome. All right, here's the deal. Plans change, right? So this is a 1 1/4 inch pipe coming through this earth bag wall, which is great. You know, we put this in here just on the off chance we might want another space for wires going through, and it's a good thing that we did. I always suspected that we might need to run a wire for internet and also be running wire for the outside electrical. So that'll all come through here, but the problem is that I have, well, it's not a problem per se, but I have a lot of 1 inch conduit already. The 1 inch conduit is perfect for what I need, but the problem is 1 inch pipe won't be sufficient for everything coming out of this wall. But once it's out of the wall, that's fine. So I'm going to need to continue on with this 1/4 inch pipe for a 1/4 inch 90-degree elbow, and then I'm going to need a 1 1/4 inch conduit body, T-shaped. So if I can't find that 1 1/4 inch conduit body, I'm going to have to change up the plans. There are some stores that might carry it, but they might not be open for another couple of days, and I might have to travel to the city to find it, so we'll see. But that doesn't mean I get to take the day off. There is another small project Jess wants me to work on. Then I'll get back to the electrical if I can get a hold of that part. Hey, how are you feeling today?
Pretty good.
Doing some work on the inside walls? Mm-hmm. You've taken a lot upon yourself. So you got that small geodome project that you're working on, but you've also kind of taken upon yourself to work on the walls of the earth bag dome, both kind of the inside and outside. You kind of sort of taken charge of that.
There's certain things around here that I feel like I can do. Like cob is one of those. You know, there's other things that I can't do as well, like the electrical work and some of the more physical things that you tend to take on.
Obviously, we need to get that dome protected, and you know, you're working on it, inside, outside. You know, you'll get it done, and then I'll get to push on. So until I can find that conduit body, this is the next project Jess wants me to work on. If you've been watching our videos, then you know Jess, Peter, and I, we built a set of steps for crew here to help him get up and down from the trailer a little easier. He's a little older. It's been tough. And so what Jess would like me to do is build a little gate, both on this side and the other side. So that's what I'm going to get started on. We'll see how long this project takes. Hopefully not too long. I'm just going to build just kind of a simple little gate. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant or anything. I'm going to try and just use some materials we have lying around, and we'll see if I can get this done fairly quick.
It would be nice to only focus on the house and just work on that until we get things done. But, you know, there's other things that we have to do too, and, you know, life happens, things pop up.
The house is a massive project. It's just going to take a little while. But, you know, there are advantages. You've got stuff to do on the inside of the house, the outside of the house. We got to grow some things as well. You know, we're trying to live a more sustainable life. I think the geodome and covering the rainwater harvesting basin will, you know, just be one more step toward that.
It's kind of how I have to work. The house isn't going to fall apart. You know, we might have to reapply some cob or whatever, but I don't want to be rushing anything. I don't want to hurt myself. Sometimes I got to take it slow, and sometimes we got to work on side projects. That's how it goes. You
want it done in a particular way. You know, you want to be able to live in that house knowing that it's your hands that got it done the way you want to get it done.
We're building this ourselves. I want to take the time and do it the way I want to do it. That's the whole point of this.
Oh. What you up to?
I have to move a couple pots.
Just a little too close to the dome there?
Yeah.
But I think the geodome is definitely going to be a complicated one. Keeping the critters out, that's a big job right there.
I guess that's one thing about living in the desert. If you're doing any kind of gardening, the animals immediately get drawn to that. You know, we have a lot of rodents, especially this year. There's been just a boom of rodents, it seems like, and they're digging everything up and chewing on things.
We try not to kill the snakes because, I mean, that they are efficient at keeping the rodent population down, but I've never seen the rodents this bad.
And that's one reason why I wanted to put the owl box on the house, is to maybe help with keeping the rodent population in check too. But that's like another project.
Good morning, y'all. Today I'm going to call around, see if I can find that part for the electrical. There's a couple options today. I might have to wait till tomorrow. We'll see. But in the meantime, I could still work on this project for Jess. That'll make her happy. So this cement's been sitting here overnight. That should be good and solid. I'm going to take off these boards, fill in the rest of this with dirt, and we should be good. Before I fill all this in, it's kind of interesting digging over here. When I had to dig the gravesite for Chaska, all that dirt over there was very dry and crumbly. And this stuff was a little different. Hard, like almost cement-like. Look at this. Very crusty. It was a little difficult getting through all that. But that was a few inches, and then underneath that, this stuff was still moist and sticky. So it's interesting how the soil can just hold water for so long. All right, now I can kind of complete the framing around this area and keep on working on the framing over on the other side, and hopefully this won't take too long. Well, what I'm doing is a pretty small project. That's a pretty ambitious one, I think, the geodome.
I suppose it is.
I guess it's all your perspective.
I didn't think it would be quite as entailed as it is.
I think some of these smaller projects, even the small ones, seem to become a little bit more complicated and a lot more to it. Like, I think when you had this idea, it was originally just going to be some steps just to allow a crew up and down there, but then we added a little bit of a wall and then a couple of doors. It's always nice when building if you can find extra pieces of wood that you don't have to cut. Perfect length, and it was right in the stockpile. You know, sometimes the tricky thing about using reclaimed lumber is sometimes you got to maybe do a little bit more prep work on some of these boards. Move old screws and whatnot. Good morning. Already hard at it, huh? You think, has this been a pretty tough job, or does it seem fairly like it'll go fairly easily?
It's gonna take a while.
Looks like you're making pretty good progress, actually.
You know, I was thinking about sustainable living and being more self-reliant and kind of the mindset that goes into that. I came across something the other day. I was reading about Occam's razor. Usually the way that's explained is the simplest answer is usually the correct answer. But that might actually be a little inaccurate. Not that there's not value to that. Like, sometimes you gotta simplify things so that you actually get things done, you don't get overwhelmed. But there's also a danger of oversimplifying things. So I think, like, in our lifestyle, we got to keep a balance with that. We got a lot going on. We don't want to get too complicated, but also we got to understand that life can be complicated. If you look at Occam's razor, it was attributed to this guy named William of Occam, who was like a theologian and a philosopher in the 14th century. He didn't come up with the idea, but I think he like popularized it. The idea goes way back, and what it actually says is plurality should not be posited unnecessarily. So like when you posit something, you're assuming something to be a fact. So one way I can take that is like you don't want to make too many assumptions about things. You might assume something and you might be wrong about the assumption. I think that's something that you can apply really practically in life. I think you can apply that to a lot of aspects in life. I think a lot of people could use that. Yeah, don't make assumptions.
Oh, making some good progress. How's it going?
It's going. I kind of had a hard time getting out here today.
Why's that?
To work on it. Dog issues and other issues, and it's kind of hot, but now sun's setting, it's cooling off, and it's kind of nice out here now.
Well, I warn you, something's hotter than the sun out here now. Me. Okay, how about this? We're both hot. You like that?
Okay, that's acceptable.
Oh, whoa. You see that? And one chicken flew all the way up to the, tried flying out. All right, now that I got my door made, time to hang it. Uh-oh, Jess said she's gonna help me out.
What are we doing?
We're hanging we're hanging a door. Your tool of choice. Okay. Oh. Jess, I'm gonna have her see what she thinks of the new door. Jess, I need you over here to see what you think of the new door. Oh no, you're not done yet. Go in there. Go in. Test out your new door. And now latch it. Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, it's good.
So, what do I get for a job well done? Oh, I'll take that. Oh, now I gotta get to work on that other door so I can get another kiss. Ah! Good morning. Back to work on the inside?
Yep.
Inside, outside, inside, outside. Saw what you did over here. This looks fantastic. What are you working on today?
Going up.
Keep going up. Fill in the arch.
You only know what you know, and you only know what you have personally experienced in your life. But that's a tiny little box compared to the infinite information that's out there. So you got to accept that there's things that you don't know. There might be information that is not currently available to you. You might go into something with certain assumptions, and then new information comes to light. Things don't go as expected. So I think it's good to approach life with more of an open mind, because when you do, one, you have more of an opportunity to learn new things. If you assume you know everything, you're not going to learn new things. And two, it makes you better prepared for the unexpected if you can be flexible and adaptable.
And humility. It's okay to admit when you don't quite know something or understand something. I'll be the first to admit if so I don't know something. But you know what? I'm going to definitely do my research. I'm going to learn things, and a little bit of humility goes a long way. First reactions. Okay, so obviously, yeah, there's a bit of scratching up there. I gotta just kind of cut those wire down so it's not scratching on the gutters, but otherwise, what do you think?
Not bad.
So will it work?
I think it'll work.
I was starting with the outside electrical, but then I ran into that snag. So, this is a project she wanted done. I was able to get that done fairly quickly, right? Knock that out. And, ta-da! I was able to find that part I needed. This is gonna be perfect. So now that I'm done with that, perfect timing, I can jump back into that outside electrical. get that done. Then I can even move on to starting actually the rest of the house. That's all got to get done as well. So as we finish the dome, I can start working on the next part of the house. Okay, is this home stretch? We got one lady working real hard, and we got another lady just lazying about. Oh, I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at that. Okay, you keep being lazy. You keep being lazy. A lot of projects need to get done as far as growing food. That's going to be our focus going forward. Just kind of working on some of the house details, working on finishing the rest of the house, and getting some more food growing. Self-reliant life. Being more dependent on yourself. And, you know, we're not all going to have all the skills necessary to do that right at the beginning. But it's taking one day at a time and learning as you go. And being humble while you do it.
Hey, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video.
Bye, y'all.